in Pasadena when we left Pasadena. She was quite talented. The next award we've got is the Best Male Singer. And he's one of my favorite as well, a dear friend, and can I say a Texan? I know I can. His name is Hector Soto.
Everyone there in Nashville at the JCM Reunion 2015. This is Hector Soto coming to you from Humble, Texas. I just wanted to send this video and thank everyone for this incredible honor of favorite male singer of the 80s. Wow. I guess I must have been about 10 years old when I was singing in the 80s. But anyway, thank you for voting and remembering me in this way. I hope you guys are having an amazing time. I hope you're sharing stories, lots of laughs and fellowship. I regret that I couldn't be there with you guys, but thank you again for such an honor. God bless you.
Well, we're mad at him for not coming, but we'll forgive him. We love you, Hector. Their favorite singer, female singer. She's one of my very favorite singers as well. She is a blessing in my life, a dear friend. It is none other than my pal Bert, Gail Creason. A little do for you.
I love you. Me too, Palbert. I'm not going to wear it, and I've got my badge on my purse, so I'm wearing it, but it's on my purse. I love everyone here. You're my family, and I just want to give honor to God, and no. Truly, I do. I do have a word. It's dangerous to give me a mic. Hey, no, I really am so thankful tonight. I can't help it. I just can't help it. I'm so in love with Jesus, and I'm just so in love with what he's doing in my life and on the earth, because he is to be praised, he's to be glorified, and it's because he gave me this desire to worship him. It's not me. I know I'm thankful for the honor, and it's tremendous, but man, all the glory and really truly all the praise goes to my loving Savior, my King, the one who died for me, the one who loves me unconditionally. Woo, glory! I don't know about you tonight, but I love him, I love him, I love him. And I just want to tell you this. I was standing in the back with Sister Marita, and I told her, and this is honest and truly, when I was a little girl, I would take a brush and stand in front of the mirror and try to imitate her. And you know, some of you might not have known that, but I had this mirror, and I would stand there and sing, and you know, I never knew that God would take me to a place of just great possibilities. And with God, all things are possible. And I'm just so grateful that we're here as a family, you guys. Let's have fun.
Oh, we had some great days traveling. It was not glamorous traveling in the Lanuif Trio, I'm just going to tell you. There were days that we had to get to the airport and find a plug-in in the baggage claim and iron our dresses because they got crunched up. We had to do a lot of things that it was crazy, but we had a good time. Right, Dave? You never had to iron your dress in the baggage claim. Somehow we got doing this crazy thing because we had to kind of entertain ourselves in the airport. And you know, the airport is one of the best places to people watch. It's my favorite. And we would see Sister Friend walking, kind of shuffling through, and Gail would say to me, "Why does your sister have that hat on her head?" And you would not be prepared for what the sister really looked like. But that was how we entertained ourselves. We would usually be Carl's brother. Somebody related to Carl. Anyway, it's been so nice being here and hosting and presenting. They told me just to take a few seconds. Are they ready for me to leave now? Okay.
Give her a hand, everybody. Yeah, I was looking at some of these that we were hoping that would be here.
Though it's when God was in our midst. All the battles that together we have won have made us friends, friends, not just for now, but friends forever. Through thick and thin, we'll always stick together. And though we're miles apart, we'll be close within our hearts. Never more than just a memory away. And though many things may change, one thing will still remain, that we will be forever lifetime friends. And we will be forever lifetime
Lord, where'd that picture come from? Lord have mercy. Well, okay, we got about a minute while they get the next slides up. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute. Somebody you have not introduced yourself to, one person, and then get back to your seats real quick. 1 minute. Okay, find your way back to your seats. Find your way back to your seats real quick. We got a great skit coming up. We can get through these awards. All right, 10 seconds, 10 seconds to your seats. All right, let's go ahead and get started. The 70s, which is the era that's near and dear to me. A lot of these winners are my personal friends for life. Love these guys with all my heart. The nicest male student, won by a landslide, would be none other than Daryl Johns.
Hello to all of our JCM alumni friends. This is Daryl
And Carol.
Johns, and we're responding to say thank you for being voted the nicest people in the 70s era of JCM alumni.
During those years at JCM, we made so many wonderful friends, lifelong friends that we'll treasure forever.
Sorry that we cannot be there for the reunion. I had other obligations, but I know you're going to have a great time. I love you very much, and God bless you.
Yes, give them a hand. Love them. Love those folks. The nicest female student is Karen Hatcher.
I hope you're enjoying just being 18 again. Getting together with old friends and forgetting about the cares of adulthood is always fun. I wish I could be there and greet each one of you. I appreciate you thinking of me and remembering me. I wish I could collect that cash prize, though. Unfortunately, I can't be there. I live close to New Orleans, so if anyone is in the area, give me a shout out at Facebook, and I'll be happy to meet up with you if possible. Until then, talk to you later. God bless. Bye.
The funniest male student, if you are there in the 70s, this was a landslide. You'd know exactly who it is. None other than Bubba McNeely.
My chin, that's got to go up, there, chop my chin. Hi, JCM alumni, how are you doing? I'm on a missions trip, and I'm really working hard trying to win souls to Jesus. I wasn't able to make it there today, but I want to say thank you for giving me this award of the funniest person in the 70s. How strange. I was only at Jackson for 60 days, and I win for the 70s. But anyway, thank you for this award. And
Bubba,
what?
That's not the right award. That's from the NAACP.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong award. Anyway, just wanted to say thank you. God bless you. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you the next time. How was the lighting? Was the lighting good?
The voice on the other side of that was Mark Lowry of Bill Gaither fame. That was great. The funniest female student award is Renda Craig. I know she's here. Come on up, Renda.
Actually, Carol Crosser should be up here. She's the funniest. Thank you.
The favorite mischievous male. This was a tight race between a couple that you guys know who it is, but this guy won by a hair. It is Bruce Weldy. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. A great surprise to learn that I could be considered as mischief maker when I was among Keith Gillette, David Hutton, Jeff Switzer, and DJ Ammons of Lanny Who fame. While in the year of Hillary, let's not forget the ladies and credit Joy Cole, Renda Hurst, and Denise Gillette, DC, who actually probably introduced mischief to Keith in the first place. Of course, I accept and give full appreciation and gratitude, most likely to Lori Carruthers. Wishing all of you a great time together. We did learn so much from our experience and each other, which defined our futures and our lives. Hoping yours have been good ones with more miracles than mischief. God bless all of you, and cheers to each of you. Thank you. Have a good time together.
The favorite mischievous female, and I think we can all agree on this from the 70s, is Emlyn. What's up for Kemper? Come on up.
I was always so shy and retiring. I don't know where that came from. Really? Thank you.
We love Emlyn. We love Emlyn. Favorite male musician, this is pretty much a runaway, is none other than Wayne Goodine. He's here somewhere. Here he comes. Give him a hand, folks. Give him a hand.
Wow. That brings back memories, right? Incredible. Thank you so much. JCM, and the interesting thing is I never went to JCM. Seriously. I graduated from Pentecostal Bible Institute in 1975, and I started teaching at JCM the first year there was a JCM in the fall of 1975, and started at Mississippi College, where I graduated from 2 times. And so anyway, but I played the organ, I played whatever there was to play, and had such an awesome experience at JCM because that's really where I don't know, maybe I was a late bloomer, but it seemed like I really, grew and learned so much while I was teaching everybody else a little bit of what I knew. And probably my greatest claim to fame is I taught Jaron Davis piano lessons. Or I should say, I was there at the lesson, and he came once in a while, and whatever happened, that's what happened. No, but listen, I'm so glad for all of you. Honestly, this has warmed my heart just so far, and I know we're just getting started on this thing, but I just really have enjoyed seeing all of you that I've had a chance to say hello to, and so glad to be a part of this family. Because it is interesting, right? We don't ever seem to get away from each other. We still keep hanging on to one another, and it's because there was such a deep bond. And, there's a song that was written that says, friends are friends forever when the Lord's the Lord of them. And I think there's something to that. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'm surprised but honored.
Favorite female musician? None other than Judy Carlos. Come on down.
Wow, that's a surprise. But so many people in this room, as Wayne just said, you're a big part of my life and have greatly affected all that God has done in my life. I'm grateful for that. How many people in here went through the piano series? Yay, that's quite an accomplishment. Thank you so much.
Favorite male singer of the 70s was none other than one of my best friends, James Shockley. Well deserved.
Oh my God. First of all, I'd like to thank the Academy and thank you, Joel. Actually, I would like to say I really do. I thought I would want to get an opportunity to say this. I didn't think it would be here now, but thank you, Brother Wolf. Thank you, Brother Kraft. Thank you, Brother Lewis. Thank you for Wayne Goodine, all of my teachers, all of my friends that made me who I am today. I love you. I've been a part of these committees working on this reunion, and it's just really been a pleasure to me to be able to just give something back to the school that took me to the place where I could be who I am today. Thank you so much. I love you.
All right, and the last award for the evening goes to the favorite female singer from the 70s. Got a lot of votes. Jeannie Muncie. Come on down.
Yeah, the name's spelt wrong, but that's okay. Actually, should be Jeannie Coffee Muncie. I still hang on to my other name. First of all, let me say it is a great honor. I think that there should probably be others that besides me. I don't even know how I became known for Take Me Back, but I do remember this. I remember having to, those that were in the same couple years with me, that Brother Wolf, something had happened, and I think they thought I had been disrespectful. And so we were going on some tour, and I was not allowed to go. Brother Stallard says, you can't go because you've been disrespectful. And so, and Brother Wolf went to bat on it, and he got me with Brother Stallard and says, if she apologizes, can she go on tour? And we were going to sing Take Me Back. And he said, yes. And so when we got to chapel, I was very, very nervous. Speaking was not my thing at the time. And I got up, and Brother Stallard said, Jeannie Coffey's has something to say here. And so I got up, and I said, I apologize for my lack of disrespect. And everybody roared just like you did, and I was horrified. But I remember those times, and I remember it's like I didn't realize what I had said, but I do know this, that I think Brother Wolf was very thankful that I did what I did. But with that said, I do want to say this, and I don't want to take very long. I do feel like it was an honor, and there were so many things that I learned at JCM. I remember, again, Brother Wolf saying on the last choir tour, I don't know how she graduated, but she did. And so to be nominated is a great honor for me, but for those of you that sang so well and with so much heart, I would just as soon give this to you. I count it an honor to be nominated, and I thank you very, very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ron Looney.
All right. Thanks, Joel. That was great. Thanks for everybody for voting. Hope you enjoyed that. And the winners and the losers, whoever the losers are, we appreciate you too. We really would have liked to had everybody's face just like they do at the Oscars, so that you'd kind of, see the face, and then everybody smiles when they lose. They just killing them. You might have noticed, Angela, if you'd stand, just want to wave at everybody. Angela Ammons Parrish, she is taking photos throughout the whole reunion. And this is the daughter of none else than the Ammons is here. And she is a professional photographer, and she's going to put together a reunion book, which is going to be really cool. That's going to be available for purchase. And also on the website, there will be all of these pictures that you could go to. And if you see any you'd like to purchase, fantastic. So we really appreciate that. She's donating her time, and we really appreciate that. We don't know how this will work, but one of our own alumni, Brother Wade Rochelle, is videoing, so we might have some type of video available. We don't know at this point, but watch the JCM Alumni and Friends Facebook page. If you're not on Facebook, give us your email address. And with that in mind, we want to put together a JCM directory, contact directory with your email addresses, phone numbers, first, last born, pets, all of these things. And Rob Morgan has volunteered to help in this large endeavor. Rob, where are you if you'd stand? And thank you so much. So he's going to be getting a hold of you. If you have contact information or maybe a business card or this or that, if you could get it to him. And how many has been on the Facebook page? Peggy Lewis asked me, she said, after this is all over, are you going to stop posting all the time? And yes, everybody but you. I'm going to be posting every day to you. But also on Shutterfly, we're going to have a JCM account that we'll be publishing. So if you are taking pictures with your cell phones or regular cameras, you'll be able to go on Shutterfly, download your photos, and everybody also will be able to have access to those too. So please continue to watch the advertisements or the things that are on Facebook and about. The farm, JCM, Beasley Road. What a great lot of memories we have there. And some of those things I'd like to just bring up before we get into what I think should be a lot of fun. But I'd like everybody that actually is an alumnus from the farm to stand. If you spent time on the farm, please stand. If you can. We're the older group. We're the more feeble group. So please, if you see these people in line at the restaurants and this and that, if you would please let them go to the head of the line. All right. All right, be seated. Everybody that's an alumni from 1555 Beasley Road, if you'd stand. All the young whippersnappers. Fantastic. All right, give them a hand. All right, everybody from the 70s, if you'd give a big yell right now. 70s. All right, how about the 80s? Oh, my Lord. How about the 90s? The 2000s and beyond. All right, all right. The farm brings up a lot of memories. I remember the first time I ever landed on the Mississippi campground. It was an experience. I'm a northern boy, Ohio, Elyria. My sister gets married to a guy named Billy Gilly. And their honeymoon basically was going back to Jackson, Mississippi and staying in the apartment that was next to Sister Ruby Martin's. And how I ever got invited on the trip, I actually went with my sister and brother-in-law and actually stayed in that apartment with them. And I can remember Brother Don Fisher enlisted my help as slave labor to go into the dormitories and kind of pick up after the camp meeting, get ready for the semester to start. And I remember taking a can of pesticide and kind of squirting it between the walls and seeing the millions of cockroaches as they began to pour out of the walls. And you probably remember too, there was other kind of pets. They weren't gerbils and they weren't ferrets, but there was other things that were in the dorm rooms on the farm. The farm, during the farm days, the Metro Mall was something that practically was new, and we really enjoyed that. But the farm was predominantly a lot of potholes. And regardless of what time you went to JCM, I can imagine the Northerners at least once or twice during the school year ended up driving everybody's cars because I think it must have snowed at least 1 inch. And everything in Jackson closed down, and all the Southern kids, or Southerners, so to speak, they needed the Northern people to drive, because we couldn't believe that things actually shut down for 1 inch of snow. And we got some Minnesotians here today, so you probably can't believe that either. You remember the potholes, you remember the actual prayer walks. Coolest thing I loved about the farm was the tin roofs on the top of the dorms. We had something that was called rockin' the dorm. Anybody ever rock the dorm? Actually, what you'd do, you'd take rocks from the parking lot and you'd throw it to the top of the dorm, and everybody would start to mingle and come out of the dorms. And we enjoyed rocking the girls' dorm. I remember one time the girls were wanting to get even with the guys, and they were going to rock our dorm too, but they actually went a step further. They didn't just rock the boys' dorm. They actually had some ladders, and they got on top of the boys' dorm. And we could hear them as they were doing their march around Jericho. And so we thought we'd go outside, and we would just remove the ladders and just strand the girls on top of the dorm. I don't know if any of those girls are here. You probably are. Some of y'all are shaking your head. You know you're guilty. But I remember King coming out And you know how he would talk. He would talk. He said, Looney, I can't believe you guys would do this. And you guys, where are those ladders? You got to get those girls down off the top of the roof. And certainly enough, we had those times too. It was times that, I don't know if, I guess I'm able to say, we had sunbathing. Outside the dorms, we put up our own petitions and had sunbathing till it was outlawed by the higher powers that be. I remember the year that Sarge's bicycle was run up the flagpole, which was pretty cool. I remember when some other things were stuffed and run up the flagpole, which was exciting. Anybody that ever survived the farm grew to have a very strong immune system. Because if you ever took a shower in the dorm where they had the wooden crates, you knew you dare not go in there without something over your feet because of the mold that was in the dorm showers after a while. So that was something that helped us all probably avoid a lot of colds later on in our life. Too many memories to talk about. Those same roaches that came out of the walls in the dorms, if you remember, I started out as a dishwasher. Bud Watkins allowed me to work in the kitchen. And how many worked in the kitchen, in the cafeteria during your days at JCM? All right, that's a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And so again, spraying the actual between the walls inside the cafeteria, they would come out by the hundreds of thousands. You would not have wanted to eat in that cafeteria. Beasley Road, guard shacks. Thing I hated about the very last year of school is unlike the farm, stereos were outlawed when you went to Beasley Road. And so we all had those little portable stereos. But I'll never forget feeling so bad because I loved music and I loved having a really nice stereo. And if you knew me in Bible school at the farm, I had a nice stereo. Matter of fact, back in the day, I spent $300 and gave it to Steve Lawson, affectionately known as Spa, and got his stereo, and I enjoyed that on the farm. But when we went to Beasley Road, they outlawed it. And then next thing I find out, down at the end of the hallway, there is a faculty member by the name of Joe Howe. That he was very nice. I walked in one time and I saw his stereo. Chuck Mangione was playing, just some really cool jazz music, and I was thinking to myself, this stereo could launch intercontinental ballistic missiles around the world. It looks like NORAD. Such a cool stereo system. And so they got to have the stereos. We didn't get to have the stereos. And also, I guess the last thing that maybe you might remember the year that I was there was Pink Panther. And Jeff Butler's here tonight, and he had a former life of crime while he was in Bible college. Pink Panther was everywhere I went. He was up on the cymbals when I was playing drums. He was in the cafeteria line as you was going through, and there was just something strange about the Pink Panther that I had. But then all of a sudden, the Pink Panther disappeared out of my room, and I started getting ransom letters. I started getting envelopes with little pink ears, like pay up. And basically, not knowing who the culprits were, Tom Koppel, Jeff Butler. One day, coming through the line in the cafeteria, there the Pink Panther was sitting in all of his glory, didn't have his ears taken off, and there was a great celebration that day. So there's so many... It wasn't you. Right. I got that. All right. Well, let's stand on Judgment Day, Jeff. I don't know. But First Pentecostal Church, TLC, Thomas Kraft, and then all the other faculty that we had during our time at school, some that are not with us anymore in this world, but tonight in this place, we have some former faculty and also student faculty that we owe a lot to. And we're so happy tonight that each and every one that is here tonight is, and we'd like you to stand, all the former faculty and student faculty at JCM, Mark Roberts, Dan Lewis, Jim Wilkins, Joe Howe, Judy Carlos, Carol, Mark Grisham, David Graham, Mark Carruthers, Wayne Goodine, and if I'm missing anybody, please forgive me. Let's give them a better hand than that. We love you. All right, we're going to have one thing going on before we just let you all mingle. The photo booth is going to be available all night tonight, so y'all can just have a big time doing that. We want to not be too structured tonight, but I'd like to find out how many met your spouse at Bible school and are here tonight. If you'd stand, if you met your spouse at Bible school and you're here tonight. All right. Now, all of y'all that are standing there, I need 4 couples. So y'all go ahead and volunteer 4 couples to come up here. Where? Okay, Mark, Lori Carruthers, come on up. Dan and Peggy, didn't you guys meet at Bible college somewhere? That's all right. It works. Come on up. Roberts, come on up, all the way up. I need one more. James and Tracy, all right. All right, come on up. You know what we're going to do here. Okay. All right, let's welcome our contestants tonight to the Not So Newlywed Game. Cake. All right. There you go. All right. All right, if I can have some music, let's get the party started.